Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you enjoy shopping and handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. You'll super love it. So guys, sorry about my last video. I feel like I was all over the place mentally and I don't know, I just sometimes overthink my whole handbag collection. I have been really crazy with the handbag collecting probably since lockdown #1, and my handbag collection has changed so much since then, and I'm just trying to predict what my collection will look like in another year, and I'm really hoping that it will just look the same because I'm really happy with all the bags that I have. And I did get some comments on my last video that worried I'm gonna lose subscribers because I'm steering away from buying too much Louis Vuitton, and that if I go on my Hermes journey, people aren't gonna enjoy it as much. And guys, that is not true. I don't plan to go on an Hermes journey. I do want to buy some Hermes bags, but I don't necessarily think I'm gonna go into the store and spend $1 million to get offered one, because I don't want to right now anyway. I probably would when I'm older. There are definitely Hermes bags that I want to buy, not even necessarily a Birkin or Kelly. I think they have so many cool and interesting styles that have quite a lot of history to them, and I do enjoy the craftsmanship of Hermes and even some of their silk pieces, like their scarves. I would really love to get into those and that sort of thing. But with Louis Vuitton, I don't plan to stop buying it in particular. I just would prefer to slow down because I did sell quite a lot of things, and I'm kind of just, you know, recognizing that I'm collecting it all back again. And I might still buy the Speedy 20 now thinking about it, because I think the Speedy is such a classic style and the 20 is such a cute size, but I'm still on the fence about it. So anyway guys, today I wanted to do a video about an Hermes bag and a Louis Vuitton bag to keep everyone happy. So I'm gonna be talking about the Bolide bag and the ALMA BB, or the ALMA bag actually, because I don't have the BB anymore. So I do have an ALMA bag from 2001. It's from the Stephen Sprouse collection, the graffiti collection, and this is a seasonal piece. Now the ALMA bag was rumored to be a special order for Coco Chanel in 1925, and then later, well, she allowed Louis Vuitton to produce it for the general public. Now that is a really cute story. I don't know if it's completely accurate, but that is the rumor. And the ALMA bag was, I think, traditionally kind of used as a travel bag. It comes in many sizes and different leathers. This one in particular is a seasonal piece, so it's in like a smooth leather with some sort of print on it, but more commonly you can find it in the monogram canvas with vachetta. You can get the damier bean, you can get, you know, exotic ones like ostrich and crocodile, you can get the vernis, which is a patent. It just goes on, guys. There's so many variations, and I think the epi leather is also a really popular option. Epi tends to be quite a durable leather as well. I think the most popular size for the ALMA in 2021 is probably the BB size, because, you know, people love mini bags. This is similar to a BB, but it's a bit more of like a squat proportion. The BB is more of the traditional dome shape. As I said, this is a seasonal piece, so it's a little bit different. And, you know, a lot of people will say the ALMA BB is a great bag to get if you're starting out your Louis Vuitton collection, and I agree, especially if you get it in damier bean. It's a really good fuss-free bag. You can wear it in the rain. It's not going to get wrecked if you spill something on it, and I think the price point on it is really on point. I think now it's just gone to around 2,000 Australian dollars. It used to be a lot less, but I still think comparing to the market, it's still quite good. I really love the ALMA bag. The reason why I sold my ALMA BB in damier bean is because I wanted something a little bit more unique. I think it is a very popular style, and I see it on so many people when I go to the shops. No, it was a really good bag though, so if I still had it in my collection, I would completely recommend it and I would still use it. The good thing about the ALMA BB is that it has little hardware bits here where you can kind of hang a little key charm off it, which Louis Vuitton have so many cute little key charms you can click on them, so you can kind of personalize the ALMA bag yourself. I don't know if I mentioned this, but it also comes in the PM size and the GM size. I feel like the PM size could definitely become back in fashion very soon, as I've seen a lot more bigger bags being worn on people on Instagram and just, you know, on runway shows. I think bigger bags are coming back into fashion. You can even get the Nano ALMA, which was like a seasonal piece. The ALMA is a really solid bag. The thing about the ALMA is it has a very substantial hardware. It sometimes comes with a lock as well, which you can put in the middle, which is a really cute element to it. The zip it's really hefty hardware, and it is very visible hardware as well. And the fact that you can flop down the handles like this makes it quite compact for like traveling. You can pop a strap on it, you can wear it crossbody. You can do a lot of things with the ALMA, and it's just a really cute bag. You can kind of wear it from day to night. And yeah, it's a great bag. Now, what's the difference with the ALMA and the BOLIDE bag? Now, it is said that the BOLIDE bag came out in 1923, so before the ALMA. And I also read that the BOLIDE bag was the first leather good to have a zip on it, which, if that's true, that is very innovative. And if this came before the ALMA, it's pretty interesting because I feel like the ALMA is a really iconic bag, and it was actually the second bag that Louis Vuitton created after the Speedy, the second handbag. And the Speedy has a zip, so it's interesting that they say that the BOLIDE was the first bag with the zip. But anyway, I don't know if that's true. Let me know, guys, if that's false information. But if Hermes was the first brand to introduce zips to bags, that is like, yeah. I honestly think that the reason why Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and Hermes are like the three strong brands in terms of resale value is because they all have styles that really revolutionized handbags. So like for Chanel, the flat bag with the chains, it's something that all brands kind of have their version of a flat bag these days. And if it wasn't for Chanel, there might not have been a flat bag creation. And same with the zipper on the BOLIDE. Like, if they never thought of that, maybe we would just have bags with little snap locks or something. Like, I don't know. But the BOLIDE is definitely a less recognized bag compared to the ALMA. It's a lot more understated. They come in different leathers as well. So mine is in a chev leather, which is like a shiny goat skin. It's super lightweight, guys. Compared to my ALMA, this is quite chunky, it's heavy, it has a lot more hefty hardware on it, whereas the zipper on this is almost seamless. You can't even really notice the hardware on it. It's very subtle, and the way that the zip has been sewn onto this, guys, is so accurate, and it's probably one of the smoothest and best quality zips I've ever encountered. I don't know what Hermes does, but it's just, it feels like very good quality, and it is. Yeah, just the finer details on this bag, I will say that the handles are also so small and tiny, and they're just so immaculate. As the stitching on this is a lot more thick and visible, I find that on the Hermes bags, just the attention to detail is a little bit more there, which it should be because it's a lot more expensive. And I only notice these finer details because I have collected a lot of bags and I just noticed the differences. The thing that mainly draws me to Hermes is definitely their leathers and the colors that the leathers come in. I absolutely love this one because it's in the beautiful blue electric color, and I just think the color payoff of Hermes leathers is you can't compare it to anything else. The leathers they offer are probably of higher quality to Louis Vuitton as well. That being said, they're a lot more expensive. Now, I think the most common BOLIDE bag is the BOLIDE 31. You can get this on the Hermes website quite often. It's not a quota bag. It's pretty easy to get. So if you want like, if you appreciate Hermes, you don't have to go out and play the game. You can definitely get a BOLIDE bag. It's a really good classic shape. It's kind of a trendless style as well. It will never go out of fashion. It will never be not relevant. Going to something like this is very trendy. This is very 2001, which is nothing wrong with that. But I feel like Hermes, the way that they release their BOLIDE bags, they don't really have a trend to them. They're more inspired by colors, or I guess the sizes probably come in and out of fashion. Like the mini one is probably very trendy at the moment, but maybe later down the line the 31 will be more desirable. This bag also comes in a 25, a 27, 31, and I think probably even a bigger size. And there are vintage versions of this bag as well where you'll see the proportions are a little bit different, but I absolutely love this mini one. It was quite expensive. I think the retail of these is like 7,000 Australian dollars. I picked mine up for less because I got it for second hand, but yeah, I love that one. And I think that the details on this and the color is quite stunning, and it's a lot more understated compared to the Louis Vuitton one. Now, if you want a bag that kind of screams a little bit more of a recognizable designer brand, I would 100% recommend the Louis Vuitton, because it looks like a Louis Vuitton bag, and the price point is also a lot better compared to the Bolide. Also, I think an advantage of this one is the handles do go down, be a little bit more compact if you're traveling or that sort of thing. And with the ALMA, you know, you can get it in the monogram canvas or the damier bean, which is really fuss free. You can kind of get that wet and you'll be okay. Whereas with the Bolide, I find especially on the bigger sizes, they do tend to lose structure and they sag a lot over time. Whereas I think the ALMA definitely keeps its structure a lot better. The hardware on the ALMA is also a lot more substantial, so if you enjoy like having a big lock there, or I think on the bigger versions of these they come with a clochette and a lock as well, so there is that. But I will say that the hardware on these are a little bit more lightweight and they're finer, whereas the hardware on the ALMA is a little bit heavier, so that might be a pro and a con. In terms of the mini Bolide, this one is so lightweight. I think it's because it's in the goat skin, the chevron leather. It's like a cloud. Like it's the lightest bag I've ever felt, and I think the Bolide is known to be a super lightweight bag. So if you like bags that have not much weight to them, 100% go for the Bolide. Whereas the ALMA, it does have a lot more weight to it. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe because there are more sections to it, like this panel down here, and as I said, the hardware. So guys, it's totally up to you which one you'd like to choose. I love them both, and I really I like the ALMA and the Bolide in more of these kind of fun variations. As I said, I did have an ALMA in the damier bean, which was a really classic style, and I really enjoyed putting bag charms and that sort of thing on that one. But I really enjoy the variety of ALMA bags that Louis Vuitton release, and whereas with Hermes, it's kind of harder to come by the Bolide in like cool colors and that sort of thing. You can definitely come by it. Like I saw once there was a Bolide 25 in Rose Sakura on the website, which was stunning, guys, and I loved it. And I think with the Hermes, their designs can sometimes be so simple, but it's the color that just speaks for itself. Whereas sometimes with Louis Vuitton, the ALMA bags, the seasonal variations can be quite over the top, and you know, they might have little like flowers stuck on there and something, and they're just a little bit more playful. So it depends on your style as well, but I appreciate both. Now, I picked this one up for $7.50 on eBay, so I think in terms of finding a deal, you can definitely find more deals on the ALMA bag, especially on the pre-loved market. There is a lot more available, whereas the Bolide, you will probably make a saving on the pre-loved market buying it, but it's still going to be a lot more expensive than the ALMA bag. So yeah, guys, I hope that helped you today, and let me know if you have some more information about these two bags, or which one came first, or which one was inspired by which, because I would love to know. And is there one that you prefer, or do you own either one of these bags? Let me know, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!